Nobody's going to feel sorry for you. Stop waiting for somebody to feel sorry for you. Stop thinking the world is gonna stop to wipe your tears. The truth is hard. Nobody's going to feel sorry for you. While you're complaining, life keeps moving. While you're making excuses, somebody else is training, studying, building the very thing you're still dreaming about. Life doesn't hand out trophies to victims. It only rewards those who get up, face the pain, and take action. Edmilson learned this early. He grew up with nothing, no privilege, no shortcuts, but he discovered a secret. The world doesn't move for your sadness, it moves for your attitude. In the silence of the struggle, he learned that discipline beats despair, responsibility unlocks freedom, and pain fuels victory. This isn't a book for people looking to be comforted. It's for those who are ready to be awakened. Life is hard, but you can be harder. If you're tired of waiting for pity, if you're ready to fight, this is your moment. Because when you stop waiting for compassion, you find strength. And when you find strength, you realize you can conquer anything. The story of Edmilson. Edmilson was born where almost nobody believed in a future. A narrow alley, brick houses with no plaster, dirt roads that turned to mud when it rained. From the start, he knew life wasn't handing out gifts. No luxury. No abundance. Some days, not even food. But there was one thing nobody could steal from him: the will to change. As a boy, he watched his mother split one stale piece of bread into 4 just to feed his brothers. He looked at that and thought, I don't want this for the rest of my life. But wanting wasn't enough. He knew if he didn't act, his future would look exactly like those who gave up early. While his friends chose the easy routes, drugs, crime, laziness, Edmilson grabbed his notebook. Many nights, he studied by candlelight because the electricity was cut off. He worked by day, studied by night, and helped at home in between. The exhaustion was real. But inside, there was a voice, a fire whispering, nobody's going to feel sorry for you. If you want it, go get it. That voice wouldn't let him stop. When his body screamed for rest, he remembered his mother's face. When hunger hit, he remembered the dreams he hadn't lived yet. When kids laughed at him for carrying books instead of wasting time in the streets, he thought, laugh now, but one day you'll understand. He saved every penny from his hard labor. No wasted money on showing off. His focus was singular. Open doors that looked permanently shut. He didn't have a guardian angel paying for his education. No investor. No cheering section. What he had was faith, discipline, and one truth carved into his heart. No one was coming to save him. Years passed. Many of those who mocked him ended up locked up, gone, or lost. Life collected its price. But Edmilson, the one who chose the harder road, was now reaping the reward. He graduated. He built a small business. He lifted his family. The same mother who once divided stale bread now sat at the table with dignity. And it all happened because he understood what most people never accept. The world is not going to feel sorry for you. Edmilson didn't get lucky. He didn't hit the lottery. He didn't inherit anything. He won because he believed it was possible and paid the price. Sweat, pain, tears. That was the cost. But the reward wasn't just his success. It was proof that resilience, discipline, and faith can flip any script. Edmilson's story isn't a fairy tale. It's living proof that life is not about what you're given, it's about what you build. It's not about waiting for help, it's about deciding that with or without applause, you're going to rise and fight. Because life won't stop to feel sorry for you. But if you've got courage, discipline, and faith, life will respect you.
Nobody's going to do it for you.
Do you know the greatest secret Edmilson discovered when he was still young? That if he kept waiting for help, he'd stay stuck forever. He realized nobody was going to knock on his door with opportunities in their hands. Nobody was going to tap him on the shoulder and say, "Come on, I'll carry you all the way to success." That doesn't happen. It never has. Life isn't a movie where the hero shows up in the final scene to save you. Life is real. Life is raw. Life is hard. And there's only one truth you've got to accept. Nobody's going to do for you what only you can do. Edmilson understood this. That's why he woke up before dawn to study. Because if he didn't, nobody else was going to hold the book open and read for him. He worked heavy jobs and saved every penny. Why? Because if he didn't, nobody else was going to pay those bills for him. You feel me? The world is too busy fighting its own battles to stop and fight yours. While you sit there crying, hoping somebody takes pity on you, somebody else is already up early. Somebody else is sweating harder. Somebody else is taking action. And that somebody is going to get what you say you want, because they were willing to move while you were waiting. That's the difference between winners and quitters. It's not talent. It's not luck. It's not who had it easier. It's attitude. Edmilson could have chosen to complain. He could have sat on the curb saying, "Look how hard my life is. Somebody help me." But he knew nobody was coming. Nobody. So he chose to stand up. He chose to take responsibility. He chose to do his part. And that's the part most people miss. You've got to stop waiting for somebody to drag you across the finish line. Nobody's going to fight your fight. Nobody's going to hand you your dream. If you don't step up, if you don't move, if you don't fight, then don't expect life to deliver anything. Listen to me, the day you stop waiting for help and decide to act on your own, that's the day your life will start to change. That's the day you'll begin to separate yourself from the crowd. Because the world doesn't respect complainers. The world respects movers. Edmilson's story proves it. He wasn't the smartest kid in the room. He wasn't born with money. He didn't have connections. But what he had was hunger. And hunger will take you further than privilege. Hunger will wake you up when the alarm goes off. Hunger will push you through exhaustion. Hunger will make you keep swinging even when life keeps hitting back. He knew the equation. No one was going to do it for him. If he wanted freedom, he had to earn it. If he wanted to change his family's story, he had to pay the price. Nobody else was signing up to do it. And that's the same for you. Stop acting like someone owes you something. Stop thinking the world is supposed to carry you. It's not. Nobody is coming to rescue you. Nobody is coming to pick you up. If you want a new life, you've got to get up, you've got to fight, you've got to put in the work. Let me say it one more time so it sticks. Nobody's going to do it for you. And the moment you embrace that, the moment you take ownership of your own grind, that's the moment the doors you thought were locked forever will start to open. Because life doesn't respond to excuses. Life doesn't move for pity. Life moves for action. Life respects responsibility. Life bows to discipline. So stop waiting. Get up. Handle your business. Because the world isn't going to do it for you.
The power is in responsibility.
Most people run from the word responsibility like it's a curse. Because taking responsibility means looking in the mirror and admitting, my life is the way it is because of my choices. And that hurts. It's easier to blame the government. It's easier to blame your parents. It's easier to blame the economy, the system, or just bad luck. It's more comfortable to say, I didn't make it because nobody helped me. But Edmilson didn't walk that path. He figured out early that responsibility was heavy, but that same weight would give him strength. He understood the truth. When you run from responsibility, you also run from the power to change. But when you accept responsibility, you take control of your life back. Edmilson didn't say, I couldn't study because my house is too noisy. No, he woke up earlier or went to the library. He didn't say, I couldn't keep going because I was too tired from work. He studied even when exhaustion hit. He didn't say, I can't save money because I don't make enough. He saved coins, cent by cent, because he knew that little plus discipline eventually becomes a lot. Responsibility made him unbreakable. Because once you understand that your life depends on you, nobody can stop you. You stop waiting for pity. You stop waiting for rescue. You stop waiting for applause. You just act. Listen to me, the same responsibility that scares most people is the exact key to freedom. Because when you own it, you stop being a hostage. While everybody else was pointing fingers at the world, Edmilson took the wheel. He told himself, if I fail, it's on me. But if I win, the victory is mine too. Here's the secret. Responsibility doesn't weaken you. It strengthens you. It's just like lifting weights in the gym. At first, it hurts. At first, it feels impossible. But the more you carry, the stronger you become. Edmilson didn't expect life to be fair. He knew he didn't have privilege. He knew he didn't have shortcuts or a safety net. But he had something far more powerful: control over his own mind. He said, "If I fall, I'll get back up. If I fail, I'll learn. But no one will decide my life for me." Do you know the real problem with most people? They want success without responsibility. They want victory without discipline. They want a future without sacrifice. But it doesn't work that way. The bill always comes due. And those who don't take responsibility, those who live blaming others, those who hide behind excuses, they pay with stagnation. Edmilson chose to pay the price of responsibility. He carried the weight. He endured the pain. He took the sleepless nights, the looks of doubt, the jokes from people who didn't believe. But in the end, that same weight built something inside him nobody could take away: character, resilience, and vision. And here's the truth. When you realize you are responsible for everything, you also realize you have the power to change everything. That's the most powerful freedom you'll ever know. Because if it's not your fault, you can't change it. But if it is your fault, you can flip the script. Edmilson's strength wasn't just in the books he read, or the money he saved, or the hard work he put in. His strength came from one decision: to take full responsibility for his life. And I need you to hear me. As long as you keep running from responsibility, you will stay weak. But the day you own it, the day you look in the mirror and say, "This is on me," that's the day you'll discover a strength you never knew you had. Because at the end of the day, responsibility is not the weight that crushes you. It's the weight that lifts you.
Pain is part of the process.
Most people are terrified of pain. They want to run from it. They want to numb it. They want to hide it. But listen to me carefully. Pain is part of the process. If you think you're going to get anywhere in life without feeling pain, you're dreaming. Edmilson learned this early. He knew the pain of hunger. He knew the pain of exhaustion. He knew the pain of humiliation. This wasn't theory. It was real pain. An empty stomach. Sleepless nights. People laughing in his face, telling him he would never be anything. And do you know what he did? He didn't run from the pain. He didn't complain about it. He used it. He turned pain into fuel. Most people quit when pain shows up. The majority stop when the weight gets heavy, when the body screams, when the mind says, "Enough." But that's the exact moment when the separation happens. That's when champions are made. Growth doesn't come before pain, it comes through it. The moment you push past the pain, you discover that you can go further than you ever imagined. Edmilson worked long days under the burning sun, came home drained, but still opened his books. Every time his body begged for rest, he reminded himself, "This pain is not my enemy. This pain is my ally." Because pain was training him to be strong. Look at an athlete. Muscles don't grow without pain. They only grow through resistance, through pressure, through tearing and rebuilding. It's the weight, the fatigue, the micro-breakdown that builds strength. Life works the same way. No pain, no growth. No pain, no strength. Edmilson understood that every tear, every sleepless night, every insult was shaping him. Pain was the fire. He was the steel. And that fire forged him into something unbreakable. That steel held him up when life demanded more. The problem is, most people confuse pain with defeat. They think pain is a sign they should stop. But no, pain is not a signal of failure. Pain is the signal of process. It's proof you're being molded. It's proof you're being prepared. It's proof you're being sharpened. When Edmilson went hungry, he didn't accept it as his destiny. He said, "I'm not getting used to this. I'm going to use this hunger as fuel so I never go through it again." When people mocked him for having nothing, he said, "One day, you'll see. This pain will turn into victory." And it did. Because those who run from pain stay stuck in it forever. But those who face it head-on, those who endure it, those who keep moving through it, they overcome. Understand this. You can't ask for a strong body and reject the gym. You can't ask for knowledge and reject the books. You can't ask for victory and reject the process. And the process always hurts. But the pain is temporary, while the reward is permanent. Edmilson knew that one day the pain would pass. That long nights would end. That humiliation would turn into respect. That empty tables would become full ones. So instead of quitting, he told himself, hold on a little longer. The victory is coming. And let me tell you, stop asking for an easy life. Easy will cost you too much. Easy will cost you your future. Easy will cost you your dreams. Easy will cost you your purpose. But the hard life, the one that demands pain and sacrifice, that's the life that builds you. If you're in pain right now, be grateful. Pain means you're alive. Pain means you're growing. Pain means you're in the process. Pain is not your excuse. Pain is your training. Edmilson won because he embraced the pain. He understood it was part of the journey. And you can win too, if you stop running from it and start using it. At the end of the day, pain didn't come to destroy you. Pain came to prepare you.
Discipline beats excuses.
Do you know what separates dreamers from doers? It's not talent. It's not luck. It's not being born into the right family. The one thing that separates winners from losers is discipline. Edmilson figured that out early. He didn't have extra time. He didn't have extra energy. He didn't have opportunities showing up at his doorstep. But he had one weapon most people ignore: the ability to be disciplined. While the majority gave in to excuses, Edmilson gave in to routine. How many times did his own mind whisper, "Not today. You're tired. You deserve to rest." But every single time, he answered, "I'm not stopping, because my future can't wait." That's the difference. Discipline speaks louder than excuses. Listen, excuses will always feel comfortable. They'll always sound logical. They'll always come dressed up pretty. I don't have time. I don't have money. I don't have support. But here's the truth. Excuses never built anything. Discipline builds everything. Edmilson would come home from heavy labor, worn out, every muscle screaming. But instead of collapsing, he sat down with his books. He didn't need motivation. He needed results. And he knew results only come to those who keep going even when they don't feel like it. When friends called him to go out, to drink, to waste time, he remembered his mother splitting stale bread and said no. When his body begged for sleep, he remembered the promise he made to himself and said yes to studying. And that's what most people are missing: consistency. It's not enough to act when you're excited. It's not enough to start and stop, over and over. What changes the game is daily, silent, repetitive discipline. Waking up early every day, even when nobody sees. Working on your dream when nobody believes. Edmilson didn't have applause. He didn't have a crowd cheering him on. But he had discipline. And that discipline put food on the table, paid for college, opened a business, and gave his family dignity. Because talent without discipline is wasted potential. Strength without discipline is an illusion. And excuses? Excuses are the shortcut for people who will never get anywhere. Think about it. Excuses don't pay bills. Excuses don't open doors. Excuses don't feed families. But discipline changes destinies. Edmilson won because he stayed faithful to his routine, even when his heart screamed to quit. He knew if he waited for motivation, he'd never do anything. So he chose discipline. And discipline is simple. It's doing what needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not. At the core, life is a battle between two voices: the voice of excuses and the voice of discipline. Excuses say, "You can't." Discipline says, "Try one more time." Excuses say, "You're not strong enough." Discipline says, "Just one more step." Excuses say, "You deserve to stop." Discipline says, "You deserve to win." It was that voice of discipline that guided Edmilson. That voice that took him from the slums to a diploma. That voice that turned pain into fuel and hunger into victory. And I'm telling you right now, if you want to change your life, stop clinging to excuses. They will never give you anything but regret. Choose discipline. It hurts at first. It demands sacrifice. But in the end, it gives freedom. Edmilson proved it. Discipline always beats excuses. And that's what will take you to the next level.
Nobody's going to feel sorry for you.
You will win. Here's the raw truth. The world doesn't owe you a thing. It's not going to stop to wipe your tears. It's not going to bow down to your pain. It's not going to open doors just because you suffered. Nobody's going to feel sorry for you. And you know what that means. Victory is in your hands. Edmilson learned this the hard way. As a child, he waited for help that never came. He waited for support that never showed up. He waited for compassion and discovered life is indifferent. But instead of sinking into that emptiness, he stood up. He decided that if no one was going to feel pity for him, then he was going to feel power. Listen to me, it doesn't matter if you came from nothing, if you never had opportunities, if people laughed at you. None of that defines your finish line. What defines your future is your decision to fight, to rise, to keep moving. Edmilson didn't win because the world was fair to him. He won because he refused to stop. He turned pain into training, responsibility into strength, and discipline into routine. He won because he understood he didn't need anybody's pity. He only needed his own courage. And that's what I want you to grab hold of right now. You don't need the world's compassion. You need your decision to win. Those who laughed at Edmilson, most of them got stuck in the past. Those who mocked him, they had to watch the same kid from the slums, the kid with nothing, stand up and build a future that looked impossible. He didn't win because someone opened doors for him. He won because he kicked the doors down, with effort, with patience, with faith. And hear me on this, you can too. It doesn't matter if your family never believed in you, if society never gave you a shot, if the world never clapped for you. None of that matters. Because applause is easy. Believing when it's already done means nothing. What matters is you believing right now, while it still looks impossible. Edmilson is living proof that the impossible is just the possible that hasn't been done yet. Proof that nobody's going to feel sorry for you, but you can still win. And winning doesn't mean you won't feel pain. It doesn't mean you won't fall. Winning means you rise every single time. It means refusing to accept life as it is and fighting until life bends to you. You've got a choice today. Either keep waiting for pity or decide to write your own story. If you keep waiting, you'll lose years. You'll watch your dreams slip through your fingers. But if you decide right now, if you choose to stand up and act, you'll discover that inside you is a strength bigger than any excuse, bigger than any obstacle, bigger than any pain. Edmilson had nothing but faith and courage. And that was enough to transform his life. What you're missing today isn't opportunity. It isn't help. It isn't compassion. What you're missing is decision. So decide. Decide that nobody's going to stop you. Decide that nobody's going to define you. Decide that even if the world is cold, harsh, and unfair, you're going to be tougher than all of it. Because in the end, it's not about pity. It's not about sympathy. It's about victory. And victory only belongs to the ones with the courage to never quit. Edmilson won. And if he won, you can too. Listen to me, nobody's gonna feel sorry for you. But guess what? You don't need pity, you need purpose. You don't need shortcuts, you need discipline. You don't need the world to open doors for you, you need the courage to kick those doors down. Edmilson won because he understood one simple truth. Life is hard, but he was harder. And now it's your turn. You either keep making excuses, or you decide to win. You either keep waiting for somebody to save you, or you accept the fact that victory is already in your hands. Pain is part of it. Sacrifice is part of it. The wait is part of it. But hear me, all of that is temporary. The victory is forever. So decide right now. Nobody's gonna stop you, nobody's gonna define you, nobody's gonna take what belongs to you. Because at the end of the day, there are only two types of people. Those who quit, and those who win. And you already know the answer. Go get it. Win.